Evaluation checkout receipt conversation. So, after the patient has gone through the evaluation and the therapist finishes the assessment and they walk them to the front desk, this is how the conversation should go. Mr. Collins, what did Dr. Homan say? Or, Mr. Collins, what did Dr. Spear say? Whichever therapist is doing the evaluation or chiropractor, you're going to use that last name in that conversation. The patient's going to reply back with, oh, I need to come for 2 visits twice a week for 4 weeks. Or, oh, I don't need any more therapy. Whatever it is, you're going to go ahead and move forward with looking at the roll sheet that you have in front of you from the patient because they're going to be handing the roll sheet to you. And you're going to say, oh, I see here your total cost of care is $240. Do you have any concerns with that? They're going to tell you, yes, I do have concerns, or no, I don't. If the patient states, yes, they do have concerns, just say, okay, I have some payment options to help make this more affordable. What we could do is offer you a payment plan, and we could help by spreading out some payments over the couple months to make this more affordable for you. So, for example, the total cost of care is $240. Let's break that into two payments. Well, it would be $120 for 2 months. How does that sound for you? The patient will let you know if that's something that's going to be affordable for them. We can do a payment plan for up to 4 months. Anything after 4 months needs to be approved by myself, but anything under 4 months, you guys can go ahead and set up at the front desk. If a patient opts in to utilize one of our payment plans at the evaluation, go ahead and sit there with them and fill out the application. Grab a clipboard, and sit down with them in the waiting room and fill it out with them. This personal touch with them is going to help them feel that we're going out of our way to help them in any way possible. So when you're asking them, um, for the payment options or whatever, and they say no, they don't have any, problems or concerns with the total cost of care, just say, okay, how would you like to take care of that? We accept cash, check, or credit. Right there, that conversation back to them is going to be, oh, I need to pay this up front. Ideally, yes, we want them to pay the total cost of care up front. The reasoning is if they pay this up front now, they're going to make sure that they complete the full number of sessions that need to be completed by the therapist. Don't get me wrong, you're probably thinking, oh, well, why would they want to prepay for their services? Or if I was that patient, I wouldn't prepay for my services. Well, that's not why we do it. We do it so they don't have to worry about financial ambiguity when they're coming to therapy. The biggest problem people have is having to pay $50 to $75 per visit each time they come into us. Having to, go in there and think about that, or, go to work in the morning and then remember, at 3 o'clock, oh, I got to go to therapy and pay $50 today. Or I could just skip it and not go and just pay the $25 cancellation fee. Some people think like that, which is a little bit different, but that's why we offer them the option to pay this all up front. So if they decide to pay it all up front today, which is what I would like them to do, so we don't have to worry about collecting a copay each time they come in, you would then take the full payment of whatever the total cost of care is, including the evaluation price in that. So you're going to add, the 240 plus what the copay is for today of $20. So it would actually be 260 total cost of care for this patient, and collect that right then and there at that front desk. If they are willing to pay that right then and there. If they say no, they don't want to pay it today, or, oh, why do I have to pay this today? Just tell them, well, some patients prefer to pay it all up front so they don't have to worry about paying it each time they come in. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea, or no, that's not a good idea. Regardless, give them the option because some people do prefer that. But if they choose not to, that's not a big deal. Just move on and, go on to the next part of checking out that patient. If they say they have no concerns with the total cost of care, to say, well, we offer different options to help make it more affordable for people. So if you do ever have a problem with any financial problems throughout your course of care with us, just let us know. Right after that, you're going to collect the payment for today, which is $20 for this patient that I'm using as an example. And you would then go ahead and schedule the 2 appointments that needed to be scheduled for the following week. And as you're getting ready to schedule them for those appointments, just say, Mr. Collins, let's go ahead and get you scheduled. The therapist would like to see you, 2 more times this week. So let's get you scheduled 2 more this week. We want to get them in right away and get going. So the evaluation does not count in the course of care with them. So if they're evaluated on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, get them in again. Even maybe get them in twice if you can. I mean, the more you get them in, the more likely they're going to get better a lot faster than normal. So just get them up and going as soon as possible. Once you schedule them for their first 2 appointments, just tell them we schedule 1 week out at a time. So when you're here for your next appointment or next week, we'll set up for the following week. Just keep in mind we schedule 1 week at a time. That's very important. We do not schedule ahead for any more than that. Once you schedule them, go ahead and print their receipt. And as you print the receipt, go ahead and highlight on the receipt the office phone number, the cancellation policy at the bottom. Just highlight the words 24-hour advance notice and the $25 fee. Then highlight their next one upcoming appointment. For this example, his next upcoming appointment is Tuesday, and it's at 10:30 in the morning. So as you go through and highlight this, you're going to go then hand this to the patient in front of you, stand up, and have this conversation with them. Mr. Collins, this is your receipt. Each visit, I need you to stop here at the front desk and check out with me. And you're showing him the receipt that you have in front of you, and then you're going to go over each little section. This is what we bill over to the insurance company. Each visit, you will see this will be different with different service codes, or at least 3 different units will be billed each time you come in, depending on the complexity of your condition. Right next to that, you're going to write, this is where you'll show that this is the amount that's billed over to the insurance company. Here's a copy of that, and here's where it shows what your copay is. Right under that section, you'll go over the patient payment section, and that will be the part where you show them, or you're going to see the credit card receipt on that piece of paper. And that's going to say that the credit card, payment was $20 for this patient because he paid $20 for it today. Okay, I had to print a quick copy so I could show you exactly what I'm looking at. And there's going to be a little link to a handout in this video in the subject of it. But I just wanted to kind of show you on the paper what we're talking about. So right now we're at the payment section right here where it shows the payment amount in this section right here. That part is going to be the receipt for the patient. So when you swipe the credit card at the front desk, they don't get a copy of that piece of the credit card slip from the credit card machine. This is their actual receipt. Right under the section for the payment, the actual payment is the cost of care section. We are going to see where you would write in the total cost of care on that piece of paper for that patient. It's already written for you on the roll sheet. Write it on this receipt also. If they choose to do a payment plan, you would put in the terms of the payment plan on that piece of paper, along with the payment plan piece of paper that they would fill out. But if they don't opt in for a payment plan, don't worry about it. Just fill in the total cost of care for them. You don't have to do anything else with it. You've already gone over the cost of care with them. Just write it on there so they can see it in writing. Right under that section is going to be the cancellation notice, and you would have already highlighted a part of that. And you're going to just go over the cancellation notice with them again, and it's just going to be really simple. Mr. Collins, I do just want to remind you, if you need to cancel or reschedule any future appointments with us, we need you to give us a 24-hour notice so you can avoid paying and point at the $25 fee. Avoid paying that $25 fee. Right under that is the appointments that you scheduled for the future. So then you can say, here are the upcoming appointments that we have scheduled for you. I will see you Tuesday at 10:30. And they'd be like, okay, great. Like, have a great day, Mr. Collins. Very simple, quick, easy checkout. It shouldn't take, about 2 minutes to have a quick conversation with them about the receipt. But that's what's going to save you from all the questions that people ask, or patients state, no, nobody told me about the cancellation notice, or, no one explained, or people that just stop coming because they can't afford therapy. We want them to get better. I mean, don't you want people to get better? So we need to give them options to help make it more affordable. The more options we're able to hand out to people and to offer them, the more likely they're going to refer patients, friends and family to us that we can also help. And that's the goal here, is try to help everybody in the community as much as we can. If you have any questions on this, just let me know. I will help you with any of them. Thank you. Have a great day.